that about Luke's season and his career?
Well, his season I think's been really good. It's been very consistent. He's just hit right around 300 all year, and been a little above it, and maybe he'll slide below it, and taking his walks. He's just been such a presence in that 3, 4, 5 hole for us most of the year, and he usually eats up a lot of pitchers' pitches, fouling pitches off, and working counts, and just like I said last week after the game the other night, he's been a real professional type hitter, and he really handled his role well of being a DH this year. And it's something I talked to him about last summer, that we got a couple of guys coming back that have started, good defenders. We've got a couple coming in, and if they hit, they're probably going to be a little better defensively than Luke because of speed. And he said he didn't care, and he never complained one time about DHing.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say on his career, I mean, just pretty much steady Eddie guy, same personality, same makeup, and he's been a great teammate. I'll tell you that. We've loved having him in our program.
What's been the difference in Texas from what you gathered from afar since they left here?
Well, I think they're a lot better. I think we're better. I think that we caught them right after they just played Stanford 4 games. I think they won the first game of that series and lost 3 straight. And a little upset. I think we caught them, in one of those, weeks or two that just about every program has, where things aren't going your way and you just lose some games. And we had that week and weekend, and I think just from watching them, they're a lot more confident, and what they did there at the end of conference play and got on a roll and won the conference championship was big for them, and that's carried over into the postseason.
Hey, what has Eric Cole provided for you as a leadoff guy?
Well, once we put him back in the leadoff spot, it just seemed like Eric was he was real comfortable there. We started winning a little bit more, I think, and just consistency. He gets into counts a little bit, and he took his walks, fouled off a lot of pitches, and scored a lot of runs. And I don't know, because we were juggling that position a little bit, and just kind of made a decision to go with him, and kind of the way we did it last year, and he liked it, and I just think it made it easy to write the lineup every day.
It seems to me like right now you're 9 and you're 1 and you're 2 are all guys who could be in the leadoff position. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
That stretch in your order?
Yeah, they are, and I mean, that's when you get to maybe the second or even in the third inning, those guys coming up, you feel like you can get something going, and and then you take Cole, who can hit the ball out of the park and drive in some runs there. So, we tried a few of those guys there, and Bigger's hit 1 hole, 2 hole in his career, and Cole the same way. He's hit 3 holes as well, and I don't know. It's a good setup for our lineup.
To see Cody Clemens get 25 home runs as a second baseman, what makes him special?
Well, first off, he doesn't get cheated. When he sees a pitch he likes, he lets it go, and he hadn't been missing it. He's in a groove right now, that's for sure. When he took batting practice here those couple of days, I was really impressed with him, and his at-bats were good. And I think he's really learned how to work the counts and look for a pitch, and if he doesn't get it, he takes it, especially early in the count. And like I said, I think when you're going as good as he is, when he gets something in his zone, he's just hammering it.
Yeah, you played Texas as a player in the old SWC. You coached against him on the staff. You coached against him in the World Series. Just kind of what does playing Texas mean to you?
Well, I think it's really more fun for our fans than, to me, it's just another great team that we have to try to beat to move on. And, there is obviously just a lot of history because we played them so much in league play in the, back in the day. So, I don't know. I don't feel like it's anything different than playing Virginia or LSU or any of them. When you get up there, you need to play well. I just think maybe it means a little bit more to our fan base because they're so familiar with Texas from the past.
The job you did this year, the coaches have talked about the players of keeping these guys rolling with the expectations. What was that like, and how much fun was it to?
Well, it was fun. Obviously, when you have good players and you come to the park every day, you think, man, we got a really good chance to win today if we play good, And sometimes if you're not real talented, you can play good, still get beat. But if we played good, we won most of the games. And the guys were fun to be around. There were some mature guys that they knew me real well, and I knew them. And you can count on them and trust them. And then the new guys just really adapted. And think the older guys did a really good job of handling the younger players and keeping them grounded, and not like they weren't anyway, but I think they helped there. And I don't know, when there's high expectation, there's a little more pressure, and you just have to figure out how to handle it. And I think the players helped me handle it personally by playing well.
You recruit players so far in advance. You had a chance to talk to Vitello or Jordan this week about putting this team together.
Well, I called Tony on the way home.
Monday?
After that game, about 11 o'clock at night, and he really appreciated it, and just thanked him for all his hard work and helping get some of these players in here. And he was real good about it. He said, hey, it was a team effort, and you got a lot of those guys, and backed me up on some of those guys. And text back and forth with Jordan, telling him, hey, I appreciate it. Some of your guys are still here. And his comment was, it's good to see those guys continue to get better. And, so to me, you got to give credit where credit's due. And, I feel like if I can get some decent players, I can handle them a little bit, but you got to get guys that can get them. And we all go out there and look, and then you got to talk them into coming here. And, it's gone pretty good over the last 10 years.
For Wes and Nate, their last game at their previous schools, they lost the Super Regional. Yeah. What's it like to get them?
Yeah, that was something that I had been talking to my wife Karen about, that, kind of down the stretch, is that, I want to get these players there, but I really want to get these coaches there as well, because they've never been. I've been, and it's, I tried not to think about it, to be honest with you, but, when you lose a game, you're thinking you're one game away from going home, you start to think about it a little bit. You have to try to put it out of your mind, and but I was really happy for those coaches, and I know they were ecstatic after the game. I think really started to sit in. Hey, we're going to Omaha.
Jax, before he got hurt, he had been struggling a little bit, but since he came back, he's really been tearing it up for you. Can an injury like that break bad habits?
Well, I think what it did for him, it gave him a chance to get off the side and see it, appreciate the game, see that, hey, this game's okay, I'm all right. He was trying too hard, Junior year, wanted to help the team out, wants to play pro ball, we could go on. And I think he got off to the side and said, hey, I'll be good. I can't wait to get back. And he's just swung the bat a lot better.
How much fun is it coaching playing a game on Father's Day, and there'll be a lot of fathers in the stands?
Well, from everything I've been told, our game's just about sold out, and tickets are ridiculously priced right now, and there's a lot of excitement around that game. I think it's Father's Day, that's part of it, and there's going to be some families going out there for Father's Day. It's just such a great event. You have to almost see it to believe it, and the atmosphere around the ballpark leading up to it is so fun for the players and the fans, and I just think the atmosphere is going to be over the top.
How much